I can't see it yet, you?
No, it's still round to me. That's the only thing I can see.
Right?
You look this way, you can't see nothing. But, whoa, don't look that way without him, though.
Yeah, that's bright. Hey, I'm Adam Meikle, along with my good buddy Dave from Stedman's, and what better place to view the eclipse, the annular solar eclipse, than down here at Southern Utah?
Oh, any excuse to be doing anything in a side-by-side has got to be a good excuse.
Didn't have to bend your arm.
No better way to go check it out than being right in the stuff we like to play with. So.
Right on.
So today we're going to ride out to Tapestry Wall Overlook. From there we're going to hang out, have lunch, and watch the peak of the solar eclipse. If you guys are all ready, we're going to pack up and start heading out.
The annular solar eclipse, known as the Ring of Fire, cruised through southern Utah last Saturday, and Kane County was right in the center of the path.
Excited?
Yay! North Lake Powell Adventures in Ticaboo held a ride just for the Ring of Fire. And about 25 people signed up for the ride. The ride out to the Overlook is only about 15 miles south of Ticaboo. It was surprising to see a usually deserted desert full of campers looking up at our big star in the sky.
Is it starting?
Yes, it's starting. It's seriously starting, guys. Look.
We arrived just in time to see the start of the eclipse at one of the most scenic places in all of Utah.
I mean, it's really hard to beat. You know, a lot of people talk about going to the Grand Canyon. I mean, you can come down to Ticaboo and spend 45 minutes and come out to a spot that's equally as beautiful, arguably better.
Well, we still got a ways to go.
Came out for the eclipse and we wanted to check out Ticaboo. That they'd come to the ATV club, what, about 6 months ago?
Yeah, about 6 months ago.
And we were like, wow, we need to get out there and see what there is to see. So we've been really fortunate. This is just an amazing view. There's a lot of good sights down in Kanab, but nothing like this. So this is a great way to come out and experience it, not have to fight the crowds.
Try and photograph what I can. You know, I'm not a pro or anything like that, but they're fun to plan ahead and try and figure out where to be. And this is a gorgeous spot here, that's for sure.
John and Becky Stahl,
we follow all of them,
have traveled to unique places all over the lower 48 just to witness any and all solar eclipse that they can.
When he asked me to marry him 38 years ago, he said, just so you know, we'll be at all of the eclipses, so plan on being here at this time and here at this time.
The shadow of the moon is actually dropping into the sun, where the other ones that I've seen, the one is traveling a little faster than the other, so the moon catches up to and passes the sun. And so it actually kind of comes in from like the side and then crisscrosses. Where this one, because of this almost the same speed, it's dropping down into the center of the sun. It's almost a spiritual experience. I saw my first total eclipse in Helena, Montana back in the 80s and was able to photograph that one, and it's so ethereal. All of the things that happen during the eclipse, you know, temperature dropping and the light changing and shadows and the animals go quiet. Since then, anytime I've had an opportunity to go to see one, I'll travel and go see it.
About an hour after arriving, just as John said, the air cooled, the shadows blurred, and everyone seemed to talk in a hushed voice as the Ring of Fire was upon us.
Yeah, see, it's closed the gap across the top, so you got the full moon now. Now we should have about four minutes total, and it'll hit the other side.
Pretty cool.
It's way cool.
It looks fake.
It does look fake.
What do you think, Remus?
I think this is the best spot to be with a great group of people. That's all I know.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, it was great. I mean, I've seen eclipses before, but nothing like this.
Well, and it's fun just to be out in nature, to be able to see it and not be sitting in our yard with everybody else. So getting out with our new side-by-side, and we're familiar with this area because we have a boat. So yeah, this is just a good spot to try it out.
I always tell people there's no better place than Lake Powell.
Yeah.
And why not go see the annular eclipse down Lake Powell?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mike, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, this is an awesome spot to witness something like that, you know, and it's for me, it's a once in a lifetime chance to see a solar eclipse like that, especially the Ring of Fire.
I think for many people here.
Yeah. Yep. And it's a lot of people's first time to Ticaboo, North Lake Powell, and seeing a view like this with the lake in the background, I mean, it's hard to beat.
Where are you gonna take us next?
So from here, we're gonna head back. We're gonna cut across the Cane Spring Desert here, shoot across the road down to what's often referred to as the Ticaboo Narrows.
Okay, we'll check them out. And we can ride the machines right in it.
You can ride them as long as you're under 72 inches wide, you should be able to make it.
Okay, let's go see if we can put some scratches on the machine.
From Ticaboo Lodge in North Lake Powell, you have access to hundreds of miles of trails with different scenery around every turn. Whether you rent a machine from their adventure center or bring your own, they can show you all the trails and cool sides.
Anybody that comes down, they're more than welcome to stop in and ask about map directions, or if they want to borrow a machine, rent a machine, and go out and check out some of the trails. We've got a lot of detailed maps to get them through. We can show them petroglyphs, we can show them overlooks of Lake Powell. You can visit the Henry Mountains, which is the last named and explored mountain range in the lower 48.
Scared to go down this hill?
No!
I'm scared to go down this hill.
Plenty of trails and campgrounds nearby. We're surrounded by BLM, so you're more than welcome to pick a spot, basically find an awesome overlook and camp out for up to 14 days.
Our destination is this short ride called Ticaboo Narrows. This is a slot canyon you can actually drive your OHV right into. Well, as long as your machine isn't too wide.
A little bit back this way? Yep. You're gonna catch a little bit on that side.
That's tight. He's not gonna make it.
I think you're too girthy.
Yeah, I tell you what.
This is pretty unique in the fact that you can take your machine through a slot canyon.
Yeah.
Not very many places you can do that.
Yep. Yeah, basically anybody under about 70 inches.
Pull your mirror in.
And some of the longer machines like the Can-Ams, they'll have a little bit of issues getting through that turn. But yeah, if you're narrow enough, it's an awesome treat to come out here and go through that slot canyon. People love it.
The trail isn't long, and you have to turn around before you enter Glen Canyon Recreation Area. But the scenery and the uniqueness of the ride is totally worth it.
Your machine's a little different than everybody else's. This is the brand new Polaris Expedition.
Oh my gosh, I tell you what, it's like luxury riding.
Yeah. Lisa, how was the ride?
It's like a Cadillac, honestly. It is, you got air, you got electric windows, you have all of it.
Yeah.
So it's like an actual vehicle.
Yeah.
Not like an ATV, so.
Going down the road, you look like an SUV. It's big. It is big. It didn't fit through the crack here.
Didn't make the bend, did it?
No, not quite. Tell people about it though. What features about it?
You know what? It rode so good coming across that trail today. I couldn't believe how good the ride was for a bigger machine, you know.
It's got the North Star edition,
Good
so
North
it's
Star,
total,
yeah.
There's no dust.
I was surprised with how clean it was in the cab when we were following the group today. We came in, no heat, no nothing, just a sealed cab. There wasn't a speck of dust on the cab on the inside. Really nice. You got a wiper if you get in the rain. You open up windshield if you want the air in your face.
It's all season OHV, really.
Absolutely.
Some machines that people put them away when it gets winter if they're not going to travel to southern Utah or Nevada because it's too cold.
Right.
This you can go all year long. Well, we couldn't come all this way and not drag the boat down here, our Lund Impact from Rogers Performance Marine, and go fishing here at Lake Powell. Kind of curious to see what the Eclipse is going to do to the fishing, but we know this for a fact. The stripers this year are bigger, and it seems like there's a lot of shad in there, so it might be a little tougher catching. We're going to go out here just outside Halls and see how we can do.
September and October has become one of my family's favorite months to come to Lake Powell. The crowds are down, the weather is still nice, and the water and fishing is just perfect.
So one of the first things I like to do when I come down to Powell, and I haven't been here in a while, and it's been about 3 or 4 weeks now, is just troll. Start trolling and looking for fish. We're gonna kick it off at the XD10 from Strike King, see if we can locate some striper schools.
Oh man, look at all these fish we just rolled into. There are a lot of fish on the screen. Okay, so
I got Mom.
Mom's got a good one. That's a big fatty.
A little closer.
Oh, dang. Good job, dude. That's a big one. One thing we've noticed this year near Bullfrog is there are a lot more shad. And in the back of Forgotten Canyon, we were seeing dozens of shad balls and fish feeding on them.
Okay, I'm gonna try and show you what we're dealing with. There are just thousands and thousands of these shad. These are a little smaller. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see these, but there is a couple thousand shad here. I think it's a striper. I thought I had a big largemouth. Oh, it's a big striper. I tripped the line. It's a big 4-pound striper, at least. Oh, I was hoping it was a big 4-pound largemouth, but that's okay. Taking.
Oh, damn, look at fatty.
Yeah, they look good.
Hey, congrats, that's awesome.
Thanks. Just a chunk. Look at those fish. That is at least 4, maybe 5. They're just full. Look at the shoulders on that fish. Holy cow.
Yeah, I bet he's full of shad.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut him up and find out. We're gonna have him tonight, actually tomorrow night. Oh, so cool. Well, we're not catching big ones, but we're catching little ones. This looks like maybe a largemouth.
Another observation we had this trip is there seems to be a lot of small largemouth, more than normal.
Oh my gosh, whatever it is always feels really heavy.
And the smallmouth this year are fat and healthy. Wow! The fishing will only get better as the water cools, and like I said earlier, the crowds are gone. So if you say want to hike to Defiance House, you'll probably have it to yourself. And if you pick just the right time of day, the lighting can be spectacular.
What'd you guys think?
Great. Awesome.
Highlight of the day, obviously the Eclipse. That was pretty cool. Ride was a nice little treat at the end, little dessert. Fun place down here.
These little skinny canyons that only some of the bikes can get through.
Some of us are a little too girthy. You and me didn't make our machines.
Exactly.
Hey Mike, this is something you guys do year-round for people, right?
Yeah.
Come down and visit?
Yep, absolutely. Out of North Lake Powell, Ticaboo Lodge and Base Camp Adventure Center. We've got UTV rentals, we do guided tours, and we're open year-round.
Hey, get down here to North Lake Powell. It is beautiful, especially this time of year. There is adventure around every corner. I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.